Hi, I'm Robert Meyer, certified Law of Attraction coach, and today we're going to cover reclaiming your power. And that's really important for you to reclaim your power. Let's go over a typical day in the life of somebody that's really caught in a world of illusion. Let's say you wake up in the morning, the alarm clock goes off, and maybe it's 5:30, 6:30, or whenever you have to get up, and you think, "Oh man, it's Monday morning or it's Tuesday morning. I got to go to work, and darn, I don't even like this job," but somehow you feel like you got to keep going to it because I just need to get more money to get this house I want or to get whatever else you want. Or maybe you think you got to go to this job just to basically survive, because if you don't show up at work, you don't get paid and you can't pay your bills. And let's say that you wake up next to somebody and you look over at the person you wake up next to and you think, gee, this is let's say it's your husband or wife. You say, gee, this is the person I married, and now I don't even know why I'm married. It seems like the love we once had's faded away. Or maybe you just got in a relationship because it's convenient. Or it's quite possible that you think, I really love this person, but this doesn't seem like we have any passion anymore. So you get up and you're dissatisfied with your job, you're dissatisfied with your relationship, so you finally drag yourself out of bed and then you got to go to work. So depending on where you are, let's say you're driving to work, and as soon as you get out there, there's a traffic jam. So not only are you going to a place you don't like, now you're sitting in a traffic jam. You wonder if you'll ever get out of it, and you're thinking, man, I got to be a bit to work sooner. The boss is really going to be on my tail. So let's say you get there, you arrive, and you're 15 minutes late, and the boss pulls you aside and says, listen, you got to start getting to work on time. We just can't tolerate this. So then you have your self-worth and self-esteem stomped on before you even start. And you just you think, gee whiz, it would have been nice if I just could have took a detour and went up the park or something, but I may have got fired then. So right there you can see how somebody else is completely controlling your life. You have no power. It's been taken away from you. Plus, while you work, you got to pay taxes. You think, gee whiz, here I am, I'm making so much money, and the government's taking about half of it away. When you add up all the taxes I got to pay on everything, and you begin to wonder if any of this is worthwhile. So you struggle through the morning, and finally lunchtime comes, and you're thinking, oh man, maybe I just ought to I wish I had a sandwich bag or something, and just go up the park and sit at the lake and maybe feed some birds, or watch the ducks or whatever. But of course you have coworkers that says, hey, why don't you go to lunch with us, or whatever, and you don't want to displease them, so you end up going with them instead of doing what you really want. So right there, you're not following what you really want, and somebody else once again is controlling your life. Of course, you come back from lunch and it's the same old stuff in the afternoon. You just work and work all day. It's something you don't even enjoy, something that gives you no passion. And finally, it's time to go home, and of course if it's rush hour, you get out there, and then there's a traffic jam on the way home. Gee whiz, you think at least I could get home on time and at least enjoy something. But you sit in a traffic jam. Of course, eventually it clears and you do get home. But by the time you get home, you're so beaten down, and you just feel so tired, and you barely have any energy to do anything fun. So you just plop yourself in front of the TV. Or maybe you get home and your spouse hasn't had a much better day, and he or she's not feeling too good either. So maybe you start bickering at each other, and then it goes downhill from there. So the only relief you finally get is maybe if you can conk out in front of the TV or whatever, or maybe you just want to drink yourself to sleep, or who knows. Finally, the only comfort you get is when you go to bed, and maybe you have somebody worried you have a hard time sleeping. So that's the way your day went. You must realize that you have no power when that happens. You can't even get in the mindset to use the law of attraction successfully. As a matter of fact, you're probably having so many negative thoughts in the day that you're actually reinforcing your negative position. Somebody else, Well, what are you going to do? Maybe you're in a happy relationship and your significant other, your spouse controls your emotions. You go to work, and your boss is controlling your life. You're paying all these taxes. The government's controlling your life. Uh, you just rather disappear at lunchtime and you let your coworkers or whatever take control, and eventually you have no control. Even when you're going back and forth to work, the traffic's controlling you. So what are you to do? Can you keep living like that, where somebody else controls your life and you have none? Really, that's no way to live. There's only one way to live, though. It's living through your higher self or your authentic self. Instead of living in what the late Stuart Wilde called the world of TikTok, you can actually start finding out what your inner feeling really is. You can tap that, and then you could start thinking positively about that, and then maybe just make one change at a time, and then you can actually get to where you want to go. You got to think, is my relationship really worthwhile? If you'd really love the person you're with, maybe you can do something to revive the passion in that relationship or to get it going in the right direction. You might think, I got to get out of this job. If you're financially able, there's only one solution. That's the Q word, quit. Or maybe you can't quit at this point, but you can start planning on how you're going to make your exit soon. And you can start thinking positively about that. Now, you use the law of attraction on that also. And possibly you're just tired of getting in traffic every day. And, think about this. There's jobs where you can work at home, or you can work closer to home or whatever, and you could actually find something that's maybe you're passionate about, or you could turn a hobby into a career, or maybe you just find a job you just really love, and that's always possible too. And of course, how about your pastime? You get home and you don't have any energy, and what do? You plop in front of the TV. Ask yourself, watching some of this mindless stuff, is that really rewarding? Maybe there's something else you can do that'll give you a lot more enjoyment. You can take control of your life. Now, I have to tell you, I gave up a lot of things that didn't fulfill me. Some of it was costly financially. Some of it might have cost me my emotion might have really reeled me emotionally for quite a while. But I still made the changes and decided I was going to live my life my way. Now, when I get up in the morning, and I have mornings when maybe I'm a little tired, and I'd like to sleep in, but normally when I get up in the morning, I know I'm doing something I enjoy. I know that I'm going to, even the things that for recreation, I'm doing things I enjoy. I make the choice. And you may have heard there's a bad rap on selfishness, and mainly that's from people that want to control you. They call you selfish when they selfishly want you to do what they want you to do. So, it's those kind of people that gave selfishness a bad name. You've got to selfishly decide what you want out of life. You got to start using the law of attraction properly, and you need to go after it. And of course, that's what I'm here to help you with. So that's it for now. This is Robert Meyer, Certified Law of Attraction Coach, and I have plenty of resources on the website if you would visit robertmeyerloa.com. That's robertmeyerloa.com. You can go there and discover all the resources we have to help you on your mission in life. So that's it for now. So thanks.